story and what I want to do with it. Tracy, community, I stand in gratitude. Miss Yvonne, back in the day, I used to do her hair in my basement. And she has been that foundation. When she turned Evangelist Yvonne, there's a reason why everything I do she has to grace it, because I know her journey. And when somebody has been on those journeys, when they grace you, it is coming from a place that's totally amazing. And that's why whenever I'm doing anything, I couldn't start today until she came. I'm like, Yvonne, she's on her way. She's on her way. I had to be there, and she had to be here. You understand? Back over there, another one of my students, Mr. Dwight. Wave, just wave. He doesn't want to say much. He's one of my students back in the day. You know, grew up in the hood, born from the hood. He's a teacher, he's a community person, all kinds of things. Just wave. Yeah, he doesn't want to say much, just wave. Behind him is in front of him is Mr. Mansa. I met Mansa when I was 10 years old. Mansa was a tailor and part of my community. When I started the show, Mansa sponsored our show for a whole month. He sponsored the Ghetto Stories show, yes, the show, and you will see something else that he sponsored. So as I go around the room, right over there, Angelique, wave at the community. Angelique, one of my students, she's also the person that has designed the website. So yeah, that's the website designer. She's here. You understand? Come along. I gave birth to that one over there. Wave at the community. Last one, Cindy. So you see a lot of decor in the room. Cindy James, met her when she was 11 years old. Been in my community ever since, been part of my life ever since. So everything I do, whenever she says she's doing this thing, I'm like, go for it, knock yourself out. This is all her, this decor, all her. So Cindy. Beside Cindy is Sima, AKA Miss Dagaras. And I met her when she was what? 15. So they were in my community and they love to dance. So I gave them room to dance and they want to perform. I showed them what to do and how to get them where they need to go. Life has come full circle. She's now promoted for the Ghetto Stories, on board for the Ghetto Stories, and she's doing her thing. Community. You already heard from Mr. Genius. Over here, videographer, Winston, AKA Austin. Watched him grow up, been in my community forever when I started this. He's my video person, everything, media, and here's the love. Shows up in everything, buys his own equipment, and comes out and just show love. This is what we are. Yes, I'll get into it. And you're hearing some sweet tunes being spun at you. This is the one and only Chris, AKA DJ Talkback. Yes. And Ghetto Stories team, you've heard Miss Giselle. My chef and his queen. Wave, you'll get to talk more. They'll be sharing more of their stories. We met a few years ago and love her since. I've had the pleasure of meeting his queen. I attended his wedding. This is just community love. All up in, this space used to be across the street. Belongs to Miss Ita Sadu and the community. I used to bring the kids from Scarborough down to here. So when we came down, one of them said, but it was on the other side. It was. Yeah, we've now moved across the street. And this is a foundation place in the community. You're going to hear from the urban pilots in a few minutes. So community, when we hear ghetto, people think lack. When I hear ghetto, I think power. When you think of a diamond, look at the journey it goes through. So when you hear that, that's why I, and with my team and the community that believes in what I'm doing, redefining how we use the word ghetto. Getting higher education to teach others. My higher education came from meeting some lovely people who took me under their wings and loved me. Robin Byers. The list is long of the people that just wanted to see good in me, and they never, ever gave up on me. You understand? We have some stories, the journey. So you'll hear lots more. You understand? Miss Ita could not be here today, but when I told her what I wanted to do, and every time I would have a problem, I'd be, Ita! And Ita called me, and one day she said, Sister Elaine, Sister Elaine, listen, Sister Elaine, stop confusing this thing. Take that camera, turn it on yourself, and just start talking. So, Miss Aita, wherever you are this evening, I took all the words, I turned the camera on, and I started talking. All right, so lots of love. Miss Giselle, I don't think in my life I've ever had, outside of my children and my immediate family, I've ever had somebody work so hard for me. She works hard. She goes out and finds people and we interview them. And yeah, she works hard. And yeah, she works hard. With love. She works really hard. And I have to tell you, I love you for that. I love you for that. My kid loves you. My daughter said, oh my God, Mom, I like her. I love her. Yes, so when the kids say they love you, you're loved. But they're weird. Yeah. They don't love a lot. So when they love, consider yourself loved. Thank you guys for listening.
Microphone. It's not on. Check if it's on.
I have a loud voice.
Check if the mic is
I
on.
am asking our lovely host to take her place.
Yes, it's my spot.
So now what's going to be happening is Elaine will be interviewing some guests in the room, and we are going to be, as we do, everything is live. As you know, with Elaine, it's always live and direct.
Crazy.
So as she gets all hooked up, I'm going to start talking and platforming off of what she said about this space and this place. From what I understand, Different Book List has been here for about 23 years. Am I wrong? 23 years.
Oh,
and
right.
it is literally a cultural hub for the members of the downtown community and the surrounding area to come to enjoy the love of books, both young and old and everybody in between. It's a beautiful cultural space. You can see the book centers on one side, and on these, we've covered it up. But these walls are kind of dedicated to artists as well. So I know that ITA celebrates all level of artistry and creativity, and I encourage everyone to continue to come down. If this is your first time, please come back again. And we're hoping that Aita, she did call, she gave her regards, and hopefully she will be showing up a little later on. But I have someone that is just as good. There's a lady that we've spoken to, and she's like an amazing presence in the room. She is so knowledgeable. She is the curator for a different
change the immigration law. And what people don't realize, when over the 4 people who became members of the Order of Canada and the Order of Ontario, so there's a who went to federal court. Also, Ronnie Armstrong, who got the Order of Canada, Stanley Goodell, we have Stanley Stevens behind there. Stanley is also the Brotherhood of Sleeping Car Porters, also the first judge, provincial citizenship judge. So he used to go around and visit schools and encourage kids to learn and stay in school. And he visited this little girl, and he said in high school, he said, you know what, you have to learn if you want to earn. And she followed him, because this little girl grew up to be the Minister of Education, Mitzi Hunter. There's actually a picture of Mitzi and Stan behind the curtain here. There's a picture of Stan Goodell and my mom went to get the Queen's Diamond in the middle. They also made there was a picture of him, bank manager, come in, and he had examples of the dollar bill, $2 bill, and back in the 20s, 30s, 40s, we got to go and feel the currency and add, so it appears like a 5 and 6, or 5 and 10, and $20. How much is that? You don't want you to use your calculator, you want you to do it in your head. And these kids, we made it a competition because kids like to compete, and they were able to do that. So it's very important that we have children to participate in history. We can't use the same practices that we used in the past. We have to make it exciting, and it's a pleasure, an absolute pleasure to be interviewed by Elaine, and it's an absolute pleasure to be part of this.
Oh, thank you.
Kathy and I have something very nice that she shared, and we just
picture of it. What is it to the community?
Yes, Marcus Garvey, I was going through, some of my material at home, and out popped an autograph book that had Marcus Garvey's signature in it.
Oh.
And I showed it to Elaine.
I took a picture, we took a picture, because I'm Marcus Garvey crazy. And I'm a Garveyite. I'm a Garveyite all the way. I had the pleasure of meeting one of his sons and also one of his grandsons. So I've been crazy, crazy, crazy. He is that man. He is that man. And when we talk about journeys, he's the one that has said that in order to know where you're going, you need to know where you're coming from. Yes.
And I didn't know that I was going to be asked to speak. And by chance,
Yes.
my dad was Julius Garvey's student liaison officer in the 1950s, and I just happened to have a picture of him here going to McGill University. So if you want to.
So all of this was done on purpose. How many of you in this room, it's your first time coming to this space? Beautiful. So you will be back. So this is all of the, you will get an opportunity to see all of this when you come back on your own. And you get an opportunity to do a tour, you get an opportunity to have someone speak to you and share with you all of the artifacts that are on the wall, and you can get a tour, a live tour of your own, piece by piece by piece, and having that conversation. Yes, yes.
Well, we also want to acknowledge Lincoln Alexander and Kay Livingston, who are on the Canada Post stamps this year. If you have an opportunity and you purchase stamps and you send letters as opposed to sending email, I encourage you to go and get one of the stamps. And it's just a coincidence, or I shouldn't say it's a coincidence, it's fate that on this day was the Congress of Black Women Conference that was headed by Kay Livingston, and it was 35 years ago today at Hotel by College and so it's fate. It's fate.
Faith. Trust me. Believe, people. You have to believe. We're a society that if we don't see it, we don't believe it. I'm the total opposite. I believe it before I see it. I speak it into existence.
Laws of
all the time.
attraction.
I have that conversation all the time. Yeah, I have some surprises in the room. I didn't want to call them all out, but yes, I want to thank you for sharing your wonderful story with us. So we gotta come back. You gotta come up to Frequency Private and hang out with us for an hour and share all this wonderful story that you don't know. You know what I mean? How many of us knew something that you said? One thing. You're not allowed. You're not allowed because you've got all that knowledge. So yeah, I know this. I know you know. Anybody? Thank you. Thank you so much.
That also makes us acknowledge the name of Conde. He's been very generous to us, so you have her pictures there, and it's open doors. We put things underneath tables, we put things underneath chairs, so that kids can actually go and seek and find this, because it's out there, you just have to look.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Okay. So we're going to keep it moving along. Our next lovely guest that we are going to interview was on our show, and he is an amazing story. Without going into super detail, he grew up in the notorious Jane and Finch area. And when I say that, you might think one thing, but truly he's another. Completely another. He's actually the first Black lawyer of the Toronto Transit Commission, the TTC, and now he is also the counselor for a very lovely city to our north known as Shelburne. He is the councilman for the city of Shelburne.
Oh.
So I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Counselor Steve Anderson.
Woo!
Doesn't he look love? Yeah. You looking nice. From Finch.
That's right.
The corner, the hood. Welcome.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Happy to see you.
Happy to see you again.
Yes, we meet again. Yes.
We're like calling notes. We're back together again.
Yes. We're hanging out together again.
That's right.
So you need to tell the community what Jane and Finch meant to you.
Oh, wow. What Jane and Finch meant. Well, I'll say that I'm a proud product of Jane and Finch. Oftentimes people are shy or shy away from where they come from when they have achieved a bit in their lives or moved up the ladder. But for me, everywhere I go, I'm proud to say where I'm from. It's important to me, it's important to my family, it's important to the community that we recognize that not all bad things come from Jane and Finch, and that there is good that comes out of there. I'm just one example of that. I had a great childhood in Jane and Finch. Yes, there were issues, yes, there were problems, but I had family, I had support, that love, and that's what allowed me to achieve the things that I achieved. So you heard that from Jane and Finch, I went on to become the first black lawyer at the TTC. The only black lawyer at the TTC, by the way. Actually, I would say hold the applause on that, because until we get more black lawyers at the TTC, then
we should applaud. Right, true, true.
So it's not enough just to be one of one, but if you could encourage others to pursue, then I think that's good as well.
That's what the plaque is for.
Then from there, recently, I became appointed the first black counselor at the town of Shelburne. And so from Jane and Finch, we're trailblazing a path, and it's important for me to go back to the community, which I have, to inspire the youth there to say, listen, if I could achieve, there's no reason why you can't.
So how many children did your mama have?
So there's 7 of us, 6 brothers, 1 sister. We survived on a factory salary of $25,000 a year. The good thing about my mom is, she certainly inspired us to achieve when many others didn't believe that we could. She was a woman who worked in a factory, never took a day off in 25 years, never took a vacation day, sacrificed all she had to ensure that we had an opportunity to succeed. So for me, when I graduated and became a lawyer and I was able to acquire certain resources, I made it a point to take my mom to different places around the world so that she could experience the things that she sacrificed for us to achieve the things that we've achieved.
Yes.
So what's a black man doing up in Shelburne?
You gotta come and see. Do a show up in Shelburne.
So we'll go Ghetto Stories will be going to Shelburne. We're headed up there.
That's right.
We're gonna hang out and have some fun and get to see and know the community, what Shelburne is all about.
So for those who don't know, Shelburne is north of Brampton. It's about 35 minutes. It is the fastest growing town in Ontario, the second fastest growing town in Canada. So there are big things happening in Shelburne, and I don't want people to think, well, geez, if I go to Shelburne, it's gonna look a certain way. The area is being transformed, and I'd be happy to host Giselle and you obviously there. And if you are looking for a place to invest, looking for a place to come and live, then I invite you to check out Shelburne, please.
Okay.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
He came, he hung out with us, we had so much fun. And he follows us and shares with us and, gonna teach us how to get more in touch with the community and have an opportunity to really do some really good community work. As Robin would say, good community work. This is foundation. He forces good community work, okay? And Robin has a standard when she talks about good community work. So I took that literally, Robin. So I held on to that, and I've held that dear from you because I know what that meant to you, So I'm following those footsteps and I'm learning. And I'm
You already knew.
Yes, yeah.
You already knew.
Yes, right? But foundation, knowing something and putting it into practice and having the foundation to build it, that's who you are, and that's who you are. Everyone is here. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna call up a dynamic duo, part of the Ghetto Stories team. So we're gonna get to know some more of the members, after which we will go into a brief intermission because we don't just want a whole bunch of talking heads. We really want to celebrate community and have people getting to know each other and getting engaged. So I think this is going to be definitely a living room conversation with Sima and Cindy, who are going to come up. Wow, and see how exciting we are. No worries, it's all good. It's all good. Don't worry. We are live, as you know. Behind this,
Don't worry,
We will
don't
get
move.
that cleaned up as if it never happened. 2 seconds. So no worries.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Keep going.
Yes.
Keep going. We just
Someone else
crashed
will
the
do
party. We crashed the party. So once we clean up a little bit back here, we're going to continue with Sima and Cindy. And I think I scared them. I think that's what it is. That's what it is. So we'll be back in just 2 minutes.
I might be for a second. I might be.
He's strong enough, but we're stronger, right?
Oh, it's on the
Simple. Simple and trusted. I think simple and trusted. You don't worry about what happened. It don't happen already.
That's why I wanted to start talking. Okay. Everybody gets LIV.
That's what I'm doing. Look at it. Now, one thing, somebody wants to. Yes, there is. So how are you enjoying the Ghetto Stories so far?
I'm good, thank you.
You're good? You enjoying it?
Lovely.
All right, lovely.
Here tonight.
Oh, thank you. What about you, lovely ma'am? How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Are you enjoying what's been happening all evening?
Yes, and I am so proud of you.
You're proud, huh?
Really proud.
Oh gosh, I'm telling you. It's beautiful to see all short, all gender, all walks of life here today. You have a wonderful evening. Mwah.
Wow.
How do you find the show today? How do you find the show so far? Are you getting tongue-tied?
I always get tongue-tied at this time of night.
So how do you find the show so far? Do you find it intriguing? Do you find it interesting? Do you like what's happening?
Well, I'm always in love with whatever Elaine is doing. So,
Okay.
of course, I'm enjoying it.
Okay,
And
okay.
feeling love for Elaine in the room.
And you will actually give her continuous support, right?
Of course.
All the time. Okay, thank you very much for your input. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm gonna get your
How do you find the show so far? Do you find it intriguing?
Awesome. I love
Awesome.
Elaine. Known her over 40 years. She's doing great things.
Over 40 years.
Continue to bless her. and
Over
just
40?
guide her. Over 40 years.
You
I'm
know
only
her
42.
over. Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
was
met her
saying
when I
her
was
since you were 2.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Got it.
42? I thought you were about 36, you know.
Bless your heart.
Aye.
Yeah, but she's
Bless
doing
my
good
heart.
things.
My heart is more than blessed.
She's doing good things. Very proud of her.
Thank you. Thanks for your input. Yes. Now we call Mr. What do you call it? Soap opera man. Mr. Days of Our Lives is in town. And when we see him in town, you don't know it's big things in town, you know. And I see we meet at our walks of life. This is one of true youth in the society doing them thing. And you see it? Yeah man, we love the same people. So I guess we're on the same road. How do you find it? How you find it? How you find the show so far?
So far, we come late because we're there, but it's good. We learn a lot of new things. We meet a lot of people, interact. This is something that all black community need to do.
Yeah.
To come down to 777 Battle Street and explore your history. Very important.
Yes, because now you have to know where you're going, like you say, you have to know where you're coming from, right?
That's right.
So this is what we're trying to establish amongst the people. I'm happy to see you here.
Yes, man.
Thanks very much for your support.
Yes,
All right, respect every time. Oh, and this is the hot corner. This is the hot corner. A beer fire, speedometer burn up. Vroom, vroom. You don't know, you know. Aye. So how do you ladies find the show so far?
It's wonderful, yeah.
Yeah?
I love the setting. Yeah, it's really nice. It's different. It's a different kind of setting, you know what I mean? And I feel community. I like to do a church like this, set up like this. Your testimony was awesome. It was great. Yeah.
What about you, Miss Liz, Triple A?
It's been great.
Yes.
I like the feeling. It's wonderful. We've met, friends of the past.
Right.
Right, and everyone's still here. We're still blessed. And it's an honor to be beside the evangelist.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Look at Liz.
That's what I'm saying. You guys look like two refreshed schoolgirls.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, things are happening this walk of life.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to see that.
Yeah.
Yes, and I guess we know the same people all along, eh?
Yeah.
You see how things happen? Journeys, one road, and we're traveling it together. It's good to see you ladies here. You look fabulous. All the time. As you can see, we're mingling. We're doing it all. Find out. Hi, how you doing, sir? How do you find the show so far?
Very good, very good.
Very good. You find it interesting? Do you have any input? Do you have anything to say to the public? You're live.
It's definitely the next event. Whoever's watching should definitely come and check it out. Very inspiring.
So can you say we will have your continuous support of the Ghetto Story?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Hey, you got that live, right? What about you, young lady? How are you?
Oh, I'm doing very, very well, and definitely Ghetto Stories has my support.
Yes.
And I'm really touched by listening to all of the personal stories and where people have been, where they come from. It's also looking forward to when we share our stories here at Ghetto Stories.
I see that? Yes, yes. Thank you very much for your input. Thank you very much. As you can see, the Ghetto Stories hot. Hot. Look at all lovely people coming around. Oh, respects. Oh, hey, look at this beautiful couple. Can I ask you a personal question? How do you find the show so far?
We were late.
Oh, you were late?
Yes.
So you missed out on all the good stuff?
We got to listen to Mr. Steve Anderson.
Oh, so how do you find it so far? So you've been here for some engagement?
Yes, wonderful, wonderful.
You find it wonderful.
Yeah, it's good to see our people doing wonderful things.
Community.
Right.
That's what I see.
Exactly. We come back to celebrating ourselves. This is what it's about.
I think I saw you guys somewhere before.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Where did nowhere?
One Love.
What love?
One Love concert. You guys were there?
Yes.
Yes, see? It ain't who you know, it's who know you. So you take it easy now, and thanks for the input. So is it true to say, is it fair to say that Ghetto Stories will get your continuous support?
Oh, of course. No doubt. No doubt. We're here for her.
Thank you very much. Ladies and plenty people, you see, Ghetto Story thing turn up. Superstar, the only TTC lawyer. And he said, do not applause. Wait until you have a few more, 10, 20, then you start applause. I agree with that, but how do you enjoy the show so far? How's you?
It's been great so far. I really appreciate it. It's a great platform to tell our stories, and so I want to applaud you and Lane, Giselle, and the rest of the team for creating this opportunity for us to tell our stories. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I used to be up in Jane and Finch there, you know. Serious place, man. It's good to see you make it out alive.
Well, there are many of us that are making it out alive, but let's not forget those that are still there, right?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's wonderful to see this.
I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Hi. How are you finding the show so far? You have any nice words to say, like, go, Elaine, go? Thank you very much for your input. Oh, man, who's this gentleman here? Oh, hold on. We got to check out the suit and the shoes and everything. Whoa. You want to introduce yourself, sir?
My name is James Ert, Chief Architect of WOW for a brand called Dynamo Entrepreneur and the Chair of the Board for Revival for Advocacy.
Now you see we got a lot of people in the house.
Yeah,
so
it's been a great event, privately made, doing big things, you know. I'm grateful to be here, grateful to know of the project from day one, grateful to have been on the Ghetto Stories show myself. So I'm a huge fan, big fan.
Thank you very much for the input, sir. So you say it's fair to say that you will be a continuous supporter of the Ghetto Stories.
Oh yeah. I think we should all be. You know, we all have a Ghetto Story. Me, you, everybody.
We have a lot of stories to tell.
Yeah, man.
All right, thank you very much for your input. So as you see, people, it's going on live inside the 7779 Bathurst. The Ghetto Story launch. It's beautiful. A little slight putback with a little accident with one of the food trays. But it's all sorted out. And we got more things going on, so we ain't worried. Hey, and to one of our team member, Mr. Alston Blairey. What do you think about the show so far, Alston?
Oh, I love it. It's great. Elaine helped me out the first time. I went through a lot of heartache and pain. But she was there for me. And I would say that is my guess.
Well, we don't want your whole story, boss. We just want to know your input about the show, but he feels like he has to tell a lot, so, you know, big up. Oh, Seema, hi, how you doing? Hi. This is part of the team.
Yes.
Miss Seema, everybody know her Dagaras. So, how do you find the show so far, Miss Seema?
Well, obviously it's been good because we put it together already, so, you know what I mean? But anyway, let's big up the name. You guys did an amazing job putting this together. I know it was a part of like the preparation. I know it's all you guys, but it turned out very
You were.
Yeah.
You were.
You guys did more than
You did one of your little things, so it's okay. It doesn't matter. You do your little thing. It no matter it contribute to it. So if it's even 10%, you know, may do 30. But
I can't take it, man. But anyways, it's a lovely event. Like I said, big up. The decor is nice, the food is nice, everything about this event is nice. I just hope that next time we do another event for the Ghetto Stories, you know what I mean? Supporters, you guys support us online. You know what I mean? Sponsors and all that stuff too. Come on, you know what I mean? But big up the Ghetto Stories, you know, all the things. TV, RBC, Scotia Bank, you know, the radio station, 93.5, all kind of people that's in this community, doing stuff. You guys can come out and, you know, look out for those things. Ghetto Stories are coming to near you, so just look out for our stories, all right? Big up yourself. All right.
Yes, as you can see, we're live inside the 779 Bathurst Avenue at Bloor. It's a live scene here at the Ghetto Stories website launch. True Ghetto Stories. The drawings, you gotta come on down, people, and check this out. As you can see here, this is Mr. Charles Roach. He was born in Port of Spain, Trinidad, Tobago, the son of a trade union organizer. Mr. Charles Roach, big up to Trinidad and Tobago. Part of the Ghetto Story, everyone.
Yeah, this time of night, Robin gets pretty tall.
Thanks, Cecilia. This is her corner. That's her with Ed Merch right there. So you gotta come down and support people. Start knowing your history, knowing about your history, knowing where you're going, knowing where you're coming from. It's not all just about parties and the real ghetto story. All these beautiful, authentic. I'm fine. I would like to hear your input on the show so far. Thank you very much. And that's our decor. She's the one who decorated the place. So if you need her, you could get in touch with Ghetto Stories. Hi. Yeah. How's the food? Hey, some people are running away from it. They don't want to talk with food in their mouth. So I give them a break and come back, you know. It is what it is, people. Very nice. Active event. Kids, old, young, beautiful, like myself, ugly. Hey, you owe me a t-shirt, you know. Where my t-shirt? Where me Ghetto Story t-shirt?
T-shirt right there, so you know, come by for $20 t-shirt.
Hey. If you have a t-shirt last time, I don't get it, you know. So I make sure to turn off the mic. Make sure to turn off the mic. Tell me the one. You know, you forget, so you get. If you get last time, one will pay for the t-shirt. I'll know me not get my t-shirt. And then you come to me, you know, you better buy one. You say, all right.
Okay, so which one you want? You want this color or you want the other color?
Which color?
The other one's with the gold, but this one's nice too.
I like the gold.
You like the gold, right? Well, I don't have any gold here right now. I only have the silver.
All right, I have to come and get it now.
Yeah, man,
you learn nothing where them say how to say wash with the first mud you reach or wash.
Yeah.
Because you might, you know, go down the road and can't find no more. What
This is too big?
What's that?
This is large.
I can't talk about weird enough.
This is
want a small, squeeze up.
Okay, bye. You get a medium. I'll get you a medium.
What's
This
that?
one's large. That's
A medium? What size do you have?
What size? What size is that?
Small.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that's a
Hold on, I'll come back. Save a large one. You want me to do too much work, you know? I want to eat too, you know? Everybody I eat, I'm not eat to the whole list. Don't want to eat, want to sing a song first. I don't want to eat, want to sing a song. You think smooth. Going back again.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. Actually, I saw some wicked pictures come off of this. I saw some wicked pictures came off of this.
Oh, that does look interesting. Right? Doesn't it look amazing? Oh, it's interesting. Oh no, you want one?
You can have some more. Yeah. Well, they're gonna do like that.
Hold on, I don't know. Oh, sorry, you only got one. Oh yeah, give me. We live. Whoa, it's a party. Yeah. Hey, who's that? We live out here. We live. You know, reporting to you live from the Ghetto Stories out of a different book. Anything. Ghetto Stories. We got cups. Tell your friends to a friend. It's live. Great answer. Okay, though, we live. I know, right? Ghetto Story Tuesday. Whoa. Oh, we're starting back. I gotta go.
We are going to start again. I'd like to bring your attention to our Ghetto Stories stage to the front. So thank you so much, everyone. So we're going back live on the air. As you know, Ghetto Stories always has to have a bang. So that's all right. I think it scared people.
Social media is loving us right now.
They're loving us. It's like our drama. It's like our scandal.
Oh yeah, the mic. Yeah, so she's the other.
So that's something happened.
And we have lots of lovely people in the building.
We do.
We do.
Do you want to mention?
We have Miss Simone, Jennifer Smith, the one and only Mr. Dave Ryken of TCN Network.
Which
We're
one?
all in the building, sending out lots
Which
of
one?
love.
Lots of love.
Lots of love.
I know which
okay.
one.
All right.
We have some more folks who have arrived. The designer of the t-shirts, Mr. Alistair.
Woo! Yes.
Thank you, people. Money.
Mr. Mansa. Where are you, Mansa?
Where is he?
I had a whole big intro.
Yeah.
But I guess that's what we do. We're doing shout outs.
We're doing, give his intro. He's gonna sit.
Give his intro. Come and sit.
Yeah.
This is the lovely Mr. Mansa. And he is a man of many, many talents. He is a mentor, an elder. You can find him at the Pickering Flea Market, are beautiful. And he was celebrating Black women.
Woo.
He brought a lot of vendors together to the Toronto Plaza Hotel. And it was a wonderful success. We were so privileged to be a part of it. So, welcome, Mr. Mansa.
Woo.
I get excited to see him. I can't contain myself. I've known him since I was like 10 years old.
I don't worry.
So it just feels like, I'm getting younger.
Absolutely.
Yes. So Mr. Mansa,
Yes.
your foundation, your pillar in your community, you celebrate Black women, writers, author, all these wonderful things, but you have a calendar coming out. What is the calendar called?
The calendar is called You Are Beautiful, and it's to more emphasize or promote the Black beauty in women. Because I find a lot of us always put the Black woman down. You read about all these negative things, and I think it's time the Black men really start uplifting the Black woman.
Preach.
Because without the Black woman,
Amen.
there will be nobody. Right? So I decided to write, I write poems, short stories, and quotations. So I've written
365 new quotations
Oh.
with every one of those quotations have the word the black woman in it.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
On the cover of the book is my daughter. I said, she is a beautiful black woman, and she emphasizes or tells people, I am proud of who I am.
Wow.
She goes by her African name of Tokwazi. Well, her name is very long, but everybody calls her Chike. But her original name is Abimbola Yajida Kwazi. This is Yoruba, our traditional Yoruba name, and that last name Tokwazi. So on the cover of the book is TK, but all the quotations were written by me for her celebrating the black woman.
Okay, beautiful. And TK does what? Tell
TK, my daughter, she was born in Canada, and she's right now the first one of the Ghetto Stories.